Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom line. Ain't gonna let segregation turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let segregation turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land.
I came from New York, the vibrant Big Apple. I just knew I was super sophisticated. After all, I was from the big city. Hey! Only came first north to be college educated. At 17, confident and unaccompanied, a yellow taxi cab to transfer my clothes was all I needed. Leaving the train station in Providence for the very first time to climb up Brown Hill. I remember still. Andrews Hall, the maids from Cape Verde's who clean the rooms each day. The voices of my ancestors speak to me. This unknown lifestyle, one I've never experienced before, might just cause me to stay. From a family of community organizers, people who always fought for their rights. I earned a full scholarship too. Hey! I'm actually being paid to attend Penn. Thank you. I know, pretty excited. But while I reflect on the risk I'm taking, I think of my grandfather, how I used to play on the lap of A. Philip Randolph, civil rights and labor organizer, while they planned union activities for the African American Red Caps.
Just days before my coming here, they killed I Have a Dream. He was shot down right when I was about to start here. And at age 18, I'm not sure what all of that was about then or now. But I know I agree with the Dr. King. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
What if I lose my scholarship? I didn't get this far without the people who came before me. They are the reason I can be, that I can go beyond, that I can see that the worst thing that could happen is nothing will come to fruition. I mean, I could always go back to my old position, personal secretary to the director of the Botanical Gardens Library. But I am a member of the collective. I am a supporter of my peers who, containing their fears, sticking their necks way out with full gears.
So, I'm on this path of dramatic self-discovery. Though the only time I've ever seen other black people is when they're being hosed down on TV.
What?
Look, I wasn't raised around black people. I never participated in social activism and politics. Candidly, I am terrified. You know, I didn't come out here to make a stance. I came to college to have fun and learn and dance. I'm not ready for a walkout. One of the other black students says that she is not going to jeopardize her grade with this walkout, and she says it's not the reason why we're here to begin with. Therefore, I'm in conflict. I'm consumed with this tremendous motivation to sacrifice, to make the righteous choice. I finally belong. I must be here. How can I take a stance, yet let something stay the same? Yesterday, after church, I went further down the hill for my standing weekly hair appointment. It looks nice, I know. But when I went down the hill, I had the sting of disappointment. I was jumped.
Right now, I'm eyes open praying. I've been praying the entire time. I've been praying that my family will understand if I have to go back to New York. I'm scared. Out of my skin because this is about my skin. Not a cause. It's not a cause. I'm walking out because of the onyx color of my skin. I'm walking out because of my gender, feminine. I'm walking out to continue to fight for an unspoken legacy. The chaplains counsel us after this is all over because the administration dug their heels in deep. We're walking out for black admissions and financial aid. I'm walking out with my black sisters because I feel endangered. The black men take on the negotiation and continue to discuss with the administration.
I'm not about to give up my entire life. I mean, I shout that only with my inner voice. I'm already terrified. You want me to give up my hair appointment too?
We black women are taking a stance. Boycott to demonstrate our opposition. There's a myth. Walk out to resist to get our way.
I am glad the walkout is over. I'm glad it didn't last too long, that no one suffered bodily, that it ended favorably, and that some things did get better. I'm glad to be back in class, and I am glad I did not miss one examination.
However, we all know Brown now is prepared with a manual on how to handle student unrest. No more yellow taxi cabs today.
Who knew? I'm a 17-year-old freshman. One of 40 blacks in my class. I've only been here 4 months. What a reality check. I just got here, and I already gotta leave. Who knew? Some of us are going down to support the Black Pembroke women's demands to make the university more responsive and inclusive. 11% representation in the class of 1973. As blacks, we want to matter. We want a fair education that enhances our talents. Who knew? Mostly, I'm encouraged by my peers. I'm highly impressed with our vision. The upper class black student leaders are collective, tenacious, and strategic. They work together, finding ways to improve conditions of black students, faculty, and administrators well into the future. And we are specific. Hey. The black student leaders focus us on outcomes and tactics. Who knew? Now, the walkout is finally over. Yet, personally, I'm ambivalent about remaining at Brown. Who knew? Yes, there's significant improvement, but no real movement in truth. The brilliant negotiations all pointed to the intellectual hypocrisy of the university. Although we have been accepted, although we've been admitted, we're not truly accepted. This is all an illusion. This is a slap in the face. Who knew? Even with an agreement, the struggle will continue and be overwhelming for decades to come. The university will not readily live up to the commitment for real change. Who knew? I just got here, and I already gotta leave. This had a real spiritual impact. I'm a civil rights attorney. I use the law today to affect a level of social justice and organizational change. I've learned from Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, achievement requires great struggle. This is reality. Check. Who knew?
Even the white students know there's a problem. Let's face it, Brown's
policies suck.
White friends take notes from me in class and give me my homework, while our small group of black women agonize over our concerns endlessly for at least a year.
The frustration simply stuck. So here we are.
I'm earning my way through as the dormitory senior resident, and I get free room and board.
I'm a senior and I'm too tired. Weary of conversations with the Pembroke administration.
Increase black admissions! Increase black admissions! Increase black admissions!
Over and over again, to no avail.
If we do not lead in protest, we'll openly fail.
The black freshmen and sophomore cry easily.
We still have a long way to go.
Our threat to leave campus in protest is editorialized
And advertised.
By the Brown Daily Herald, the BDH as it is called.
Black brokers threaten walkout. The Pembroke Dean calls to remind me of my financial benefits.
I am your employer.
She points out and asks for a speedy compromise.
Do not walk out. Get back on board.
I hang up. Because we feel isolated. We're tokens. We don't like it. We're just gonna leave.
The phone in the hallway is ringing. An anonymous white fellow classmate is on the other end. Harassing, nasty, evil, denigrating, hardcore racism. I cannot. No, I will not share in the obscenities he gushed out at me with sheer pleasure, like some kind of treasure chest of vile disgust.
I'm one of 1,600 black students from a DC high school. There were only 4 white students and a powerful, deep, potentially riotous black community. I chose to be a pioneer. And I left my seat at Howard University for a black student who could benefit.
I came here knowing.
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 I
Was a martyr.
Yet I am not angry. I'm looking for a husband too. Someone who is taller than I am.
And I have great white friends.
I'm on scholarship to learn. However, I'm
I
gonna
must
rock
rock
this
this
boat.
And as a martyr,
I must make a difference.
Not only for us.
the bigger the sacrifice.
The more the gratification.
We are walking out for others.
For
the
the
future.
And I'm not afraid. We are coming together and we have to go through this.
An African American house cleaner is walking out with us, joining the fight. She and the others are not paid enough.
They are not treated right.
And after the walkout, I am vindicated.
What we did
Was right.
We finally get furniture for our meeting space.
We are sent forth to recruit. We are now dispelling the white mythology that We are now dispelling the mythology that qualified black students cannot be found or will not apply. All right. While my peers at HBCUs are protesting civil rights in the community, we are planning a revolution at Brown. We have to do something. We tried everything. We petitioned the dean. We're considering a walkout.
I think walking out is right, because there's no recourse, no choice.
We're going to push.
Quietly, insisting, we begin to push.
I'm a 20-year-old senior who's attended countless meetings.
Meetings, more meetings with the Afro-American Society. In the beginning, there is local outreach. Local blacks and other activists reach out. Black Liberation School, Black Panthers, and Students for a Democratic Society.
But we set our own priorities, pursuing strategies until something positively shifts.
Quietly, we push.
While coping with uncertainty whether enough has shifted yet.
Still, I'm afraid of what might happen marching down that hill.
So I'm vulnerable to the change. It's open to all search.
Determined, we burst with so much excitement from being together, safely, off campus.
Moving through the moments in measured terms in formidable form.
We even take books to the church to study. There, we are safe in every way. We bolster each other. The church folks feed us. Are kind and support our camaraderie.
They take a risk. We're optimistic and grateful.
We take a risk. We'll find inclusion when there are more blacks. Black students, black faculty, black administrators.
In the end, things will change.
Things do change.
Not that they ever did change enough.
We will continually
and
courageously push.
We are soldiers in the army. We have to fight, although we have to cry. We have to hold up the blood-stained banner. We have to hold it up until we die. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. More deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome today.
I'm a freshman, graduate of a 99% white boarding school. There are only 40 black males in this class. I want to increase black enrollment. This is why I am walking out. Simple. When I first visited Brown, black students recruited me. I am at Brown because I saw black students. I want to see more going forward. I want to attend a school with people who look like me. My parents are activists who protested for civil rights in my home state, who marched on Washington with Martin Luther King Jr. I am showing them my greatest respect right now. I am doing something important. I am excited. But there is some confusion. Will we be successful? What about my studies? My parents would come down my throat. I worry if I fail. There is university opposition to set aside funds for blacks. They believe that there may not be enough who are qualified anyway. Who will do that work to find them? I believe the admissions officers will need to step up, recruit at schools other than Choate, Andover, and St. Paul. We know they're out there. I've agreed to go to 3 cities in the South to help. The increasing black student, they are not Brown legacy. They are legacy of a different kind, but their talent will be a good find. Will others view the increasing black students as second-class citizens who enter with a special pass? How long will these hypercritical perceptions last? How invested is Brown in establishing a diverse and qualified class? Will they attribute the increasing black student to the walkout, the black protests, or to the admissions officers doing their job?
It's my junior year, and I'm fed up. Listen, with the many discussions we have with faculty, administration, and other students, can we be bold and decide on ways to increase the numbers of black students at Brown? What is up with the lackadaisical attitude about admitting more black students into Pembroke College? Right now? What is really wrong? Listen, we've been trying for so long. No, I don't believe they are racist or haters or think that we are inferior. Yet, they do take us too lightly when we ask why there's so few blacks at Brown. We never get a satisfactory answer. Why Harvard and other universities, but not Brown? We never get an answer that we feel they even thought through. No. Not a top priority for Brown. No regrets. This has not been an issue before. We make no threats. We have no response. How do we get them to wake up to the seriousness, to the significance? The ladies come with the strategy. Staging a walkout will create visibility. It's the only and most effective way to demonstrate what black students need to say. And what would my parents say? They worked hard to raise me in Tuskegee and send me to college. Racism is prevalent in the South. Protesting a cushy Ivy League school doesn't make sense to them. I consider the walkout overnight. The light goes on. I gain insight. Well, if I get kicked out, I'll pay my parents back some way, somehow. Walk out. This is my single focus. I am proud. We are dissenting. We are solemn and serious as we're marching. People are watching. White students, the press, in the church. We are tense. What is next? We work together as a collective group. Tensions high. The provost with the Germanic accent is making decisions. Authority. Fierce. Meeting at University Hall. He exclaims, "You go too far!" Ooh. Hey, I'm feeling really good. The university is now listening. Our concerns are on the front burner. Yes. We are quiet, peaceful, respectful, and defiant. Come on, brother.
Women to walk out. This is the last resort. Not a trendy thought or a collegiate sport. I plan to graduate in May with a BS in computer science and a minor in applied mathematics. Before I started college in 1965, I was a nice girl from Washington, D.C. Alone, but optimistic. I was admitted early in my junior year in high school, and I didn't even know that Pembroke was an Ivy League school before I got to campus. That's all right, though. I've been reading about our true history.
Malcolm X's autobiography, Franz Fanon's The Wretched of the Earth. I no longer believe that it is a favor just to bring us in. No. The university's fundamental history is tied to slavery. Unacknowledged sin. There is a growing awareness of this debt. The institution owes us.
Amen. Yes, it does.
I have an awakening. Although I am fortunate to have this academic opportunity as a black woman at Pembroke, I now know that it is our right to be educated. Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
It is our right to be educated.
Yes.
Truly, it is their responsibility. Yes. The administrators are appalled that this small group of us dare. Black, brown men join us. Come on, brothers. Some want to take over the administration building. The goal is not to scare, rather to bring light to the issue. We, however, want equity, a clear and succinct guarantee. Okay? We challenge the officials. When you respect us, we will come back. Can you repeat that for me? When you respect us, we will come back. All right? We are a collective force that cannot be cut into pieces. We are in the public arena negotiating power university-wide, all because of the public discourse. Brown has an image to defend. But truly, our hopes is that we will come back. I don't really know what to expect. This is not even my temperament. I'm serious, I don't even like confrontation. I am so out of character that a Pembroke dean queried, I thought you were such a nice girl. I mean, it's true. Usually I'm shy and introverted, really. But I never thought that once the administration heard our position, they wouldn't respond. Come on, this just wasn't right. So at Compton Street Baptist Church, I help with food and logistics. And when I see something that needs to be done, I do it. I am so happy that we have gotten to this stage. So many emotions, anger that has built up. I'm passing a course with a D for the first time.
All right, you're right.
All right.
You good.
It's okay. You'll get it back up.
But later, let me tell y'all what happened later. You want to know? Do you really want to know? Later, I returned to Brown and get my PhD in cognitive psychology. Information was not conscious. We are not the first to make demands to get institutional responsiveness. It is the way we are doing it. It is that as a black community, we did it.
I'll be straightforward here. I am a senior who has worked throughout his entire Brown experience. 3 jobs, including the admissions office, then add on the Rockefeller Library, and cleaning houses in Fox Point.
I studied too, and I've always worked.
I once was a letter carrier, working the Ku Klux Klan territory in the South. I became class president in a white Catholic school with 4% blacks.
I'm always bridging differences. I'm groomed for this role.
And there are many documented differences between black and white students at Brown. Blacks represent 2%. We want redress.
See, there seems to be inconsistencies in poor responses by the university to all of our efforts in increasing black presence.
Each time a barrier is addressed, Another one emerges.
Multiple times I present admissions and historical data proving that admissions and academic standards for blacks do not need to be lowered or less than. We have robust debate.
And we advocate. The admissions officers want to use different approaches to change.
Right.
The university administration wants status quo.
Same game. I volunteered to assist in New Rochelle. Discovered that there was some peril when a gang walked into one of our recruitment sessions.
They left quickly.
They did.
We write letters, make phone calls, identify schools. The university does not supply resources.
As 65 of us lined up to go down that hill, I read the prepared statement to the president in front of University Hall.
What we're doing, why we're walking out. During the 3 nights we're off campus, I meet with the chaplains, exchanging information
on the campus and faculty activities to ensure that black students are safe and supported at the church.
We know that whatever we choose to do may directly reflect on our parents and their jobs, may subject some of us to the draft board.
I'm not a part of the negotiations. I'm a spokesman who reports what I am told to the press,
the white students,
faculty,
and administrators.
I am not fearful. I see that all of the hours and all of our hard work have finally moved our agenda forward.
We share so many emotions. Because of this opportunity, I helped pry open a door for others.
This will never be over.
The work will never be finished.
What are the barriers
that black students face now?
The last graduating Pembroke class before the Brown merger in 1971. I'm a sophomore. While transitioning to the new curriculum and modes of thought from sciences to the arts, while seeking my voice, I cannot grasp fully the tragedies of 1968. The assassinations of Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy, because I'm barely holding on. From Roxbury, Massachusetts, I'm traumatized. I'm experiencing culture shock. I didn't know I was poor until I was exposed to my roommate's substantial wealth and the horse she brought to school. Of course. I mean, I'm also still referred to as Negro or as a girl, even in the New York Times. I mean, I am really glad that my brother followed me to the university and that he is walking out with me. I feel safe here only because he's here. There are so few black women. We do not accept Pembroke's criteria for recruiting girls who will benefit from the Pembroke experience. Is this coded racism? Or what? I mean, enough to make me faint, headache and all. Power assumed as privilege. I feel like a ghetto intellectual, out of place. They say in the BDH, black brokers too quick to walk out. They say it is a mistake to see brown as the outside world. They say we do not need to resort to such childishly attention-seeking gestures. I mean, we bond with one another out of a kind of desperation. And now we are on our mission. We double up with black men outside of Fawn's house, pillows, sleeping bags, and books. And we walk 4 blocks downhill to Condon Street Baptist Church. We continue the mission. In Martin's words, to establish a climate in which even the most recalcitrant elements are forced to admit that change is necessary.
This walkout makes that case.
It is necessary to change because I'm barely holding on. The white students, especially the Jewish ones, report that we are angry. We reject their accusations that we seek a quota. My white roommate introduces me, and I spend evenings clarifying our demands to them. To the press, I say, a quota is an upper limit. We are seeking a minimum, not a cap. I say, we want a new commitment, a real commitment to a justifiable and reasonable goal. Well, I say, I have to figure out whether or not it's relevant enough for me to stay at Brown for 2 more years.
Change gonna come.
I'm a 20-year-old member of the class of 1970. I see the injustice in our larger society resulting in racial discrimination and segregation, bigotry and misogyny. I see prejudicial treatment and inequity in distorted views of how a university like Brown recognizes and alleviates biases and unfairness. Right now, Brown feels like it has done all that it needs to do.
The only way we can get Brown to do more is to openly protest, to demonstrate. I'm very frustrated. I lean down to Churchill fully invested, seeking to ensure that our quest for the university to take their full responsibility. Seeking to ensure that our quest for the university to take its full responsibility is appreciated. And I'm appreciative that so many black students left, even if it is for varying reasons. I'm concerned about their state of mind and the effect that their commitment takes on them. We're so diverse. We address everyone's need to be here. The differing personalities all participate, and we demand the curriculum reflect the dynamic and evolving African American culture. We demand a third world center. We engage in constant debate, exchange, and dialogue, contemplating when we should return to campus. It is intense because we're also negotiating with the administration. We are not going back with nothing, without something that reflects the sacrifice that we are making. The protesting is painful. Many differing goals emerge in the church, and we agree on what we will accept. We do what we must. Extraordinary steps move us forward, and Brown University accepts its leadership role in social responsibility and education. It commits to an admissions policy reflecting Black representation in the nation on campus. The leadership goal is achieved, and we are all feeling very accomplished. But I still believe that we could have accomplished so much more.
Tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of diseases, people are slipping away. Economy's down, people can get enough pay. But as for me, all I can say is thank you all for all you've done for me. Folks without homes, living out on the streets, and the drug habits some say they just can't beat. Muggers and robbers, no police seems to be safe, but you've been my protection every step of the way, and I wanna say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Yeah, yeah. tried to get, but you didn't see fit to let none of those things be. 'Cause every day you keep on keeping me. And I wanna say thank you for all you've done for me. We bestow upon you the power of our wisdom, foresight, and imagination, the power of our courage and conviction to walk the walk.
Off your knees, to your feet. Be bold, stand strong, be the change you want to see. Don't wait, make haste. Off your knees, to your feet, be bold, stand strong, be the change you want to see. Don't wait, make haste. Off your knees, to your feet, be bold, stand strong, be the change you want to see. Don't wait, make haste.
I'm gonna change this world with my attitude. I'm gonna change my thoughts, my altitude. I'm gonna soar, I'm gonna work until I die. I'm gonna change this world.
Come on, y'all, sing along. Yes.
I'm gonna change this world with my attitude. I'm gonna change my thoughts, my altitude. I'm gonna soar, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna work until I die. I'm gonna change this world. I'm gonna change this world with my attitude. I'm gonna change my thoughts, my altitude. I'm gonna soar, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna work until I die. I'm gonna change this world.
Up your knees, to your feet, be bold, stand strong, be the change you wanna see. Don't wait, make haste. Up your knees, to your feet, be bold, stand strong, be the change you wanna see. Don't wait, make haste.
I'm gonna change this world with my attitude. I'm gonna change my thoughts, my altitude. I'm gonna soar, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna work until I die. I'm gonna change this world.
One more time, come on, y'all.
I'm gonna change this world with my attitude. I'm gonna change my thoughts, my altitude. I'm gonna soar, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna work until I die. I'm gonna change this world. I'm gonna change this world.